To be completely honest with you, it's always so hard for me to believe that the two characters in a BL are in love unless they give me a proper kiss. I'm not saying they have to give me a full-on 3-course mukbang, but the least you can do is give us viewers a kiss that makes us feel that you two are in love, that you want to spend the rest of your lives together. Good kisses are the only way the viewers will understand the depth of the characters' intimacy and the connection they share with each other. It is also a very clear indicator of whether the on-screen couple has good chemistry or not. What I look for in a kiss is whether the kiss is able to effectively communicate the characters' feelings that words could not. So in this video, let's check out my top 12 kisses in BL series so far in 2024. This kiss between Kang and Moo surprised me because up until now their relationship had been so innocent and pure. And I also thought that even though Moo went after Kang first, Kang will be the one to initiate the kiss because he is older. But surprisingly, Moo kissed Kang first and the kiss was shockingly deep. I mean, it started off just as a simple hug but got intense really quick. Overall, this was a PG show, but that kiss threw me off in a good way. The kiss also showed how good the chemistry is between C and Keen. I'm not kidding when I say that Tan and Fang in We Are the series is the only couple that felt natural to me. They were the only people who looked genuinely in love. Their chemistry was believable and their interactions were filled with love and familiarity. This scene where Tan and Fang are in their PJs and Fang is spending a night together at Tan's house is so cute and authentic. Like, this is the correct portrayal of a couple who is in a relationship. But when they are together, there is a slight tension too, which makes our heart flutter with excitement. I love the fact that Fang is reserved when he is expressing his love to Tan, but he completely switches up and becomes so bold and energetic in bed. These are the only two people that spiced up a bland series like We Are for me. At number 10 is Kim and Vela's jealous kiss from Deep Night the series. I don't really know why, but I just find Shogun so freaking hot, and when he acts jealous and possessive, he looks extra charming and handsome for some reason. I always want him to be angry and distraught because he looks so fine when he's mad as hell. Kim has fallen in love with a man who works at a host club to earn money, and that club belongs to Kim. He's frustrated seeing Vela flirt with other men all night right in front of his eyes. His boyfriend Vela tries to pacify him, but he's angry, so angry that he grabs him tight and kisses him in order to punish him for making him jealous. Standing tall at number 9 is this unserious but so serious kiss between Fire and Than from The Sign. Fire has drowned in the lake. He has seen all sorts of things in the lake and heard all sorts of mythical scary stories. When Than saves him, Fire is unconscious and had to be admitted to the ICU to drain all the water out from his lungs. But Fire said, "Not today, Satan. I will get my lungs drained out tomorrow because tonight I need to protect my baby Than and not let Chalaton have the bussy that belongs to me." So Fire removes his IV and runs back to Than's house to take from him what is rightfully his. Two people who have been apart for 10 years but never stopped loving each other are already standing on a very thin ice of self-control. So when you send them to an old Japanese guest house with a private onsen, wearing a yukata that could easily be opened with a gentle untying of that sash, things can get pretty hot and heavy. Both Miyata and Iwanaga were unable to sleep, restless in each other's company. So when Miyata woke up and chose violence, Iwanaga had to respond by giving Miyata what he craved but was unable to ask directly. The profuse sweating, Miyata's complex inner monologue, the way he was fighting with his feelings so hard but lost the battle in the end. The words, "Don't be sorry, if you like me, don't be sorry," are ingrained in my head like I saw them yesterday. These two messy and sexy individuals give me immense life, and therefore they are at number 7 on my top kisses list. I loved the way Taeyang was so determined to seduce Jonga and was just waiting for an opening, while Jonga was filled with conflicting emotions. He had come to Taeyang's house to ask him to do better in his relationship with Minji, but ended up getting devoured by Jonga. They both know they were breaking Minji's heart, a friend who was so dear to them, but they still went for it all guns blazing. And the kiss, I can't talk about the uncut kiss without violating community guidelines, but they ate, leaving me crying, throwing up and gasping for air behind my pillow. I just love how Ford and Pete never hold back and just go for it, not caring about the entire crew filming them. They are just in their own world, serving the passion and hot chemistry to the viewers in its most unprocessed, crude form. I also love how Tongrak is so unreserved and proactive in demanding what he needs from Masamut. He acknowledges that he has a hot guy fawning over him, and so he will use him to his full potential. I would just like to say thank you to Tongrak for your service to the girls and the gays. Thanks for letting us live vicariously through you. In actuality, every single kiss between Chef Ob and Plavan deserves to be on this list. But I can only choose one, so I'm choosing the kitchen scene because they are fighting here, and I absolutely love it when Chef Ob gets all riled up and angry at Plavan. He looks at Plavan menacingly, like he will mess him up real good if Plavan ever decides to betray him. I could literally feel my heart racing when Chef Ob pinned him down with one arm resting on the wall to constrain him, and then proceeds to kiss him fiercely until he surrenders. If I had my way, I would include every single skinship scene between Kon and Tonkla in this list. But if I had to choose one, I will choose the last kiss between them, the reunion kiss. Tonkla only trusts his pecan to get him out of this black hole, and when he sees worried Kon desperately shouting his name, he runs directly into his embrace. This scene was filled with so many emotions. Kon had lost everything that he worked so hard towards, and the one person he did it for was in his arms finally. The kiss was filled with urgency and raw emotion. Kon and Tonkla conveyed everything they felt in that moment through this kiss. Now, the second runner-up in my list is none other than the kiss between Ming and Joe after Ming found out that the new Joe is his old P-Joe. I love this kiss because this is such a tender moment between Ming and Joe. Joe has finally forgiven Ming for all that he put him through and accepted him wholeheartedly, while Ming is just so thankful to God for giving him a second chance to make amends to Joe. Ming is so bad at communicating his feelings and is often misunderstood because he can never fully convey what is in his heart. But here, Joe understood his feeling without him needing to say much. Joe understood that Ming also went through hell in the past 2 years, and the only person he truly loved is Joe. The way they just stood there holding each other, taking everything in, is just so heartwarming and beautiful. You know Unknown has to be in the top 3 of any list that I will ever make going forward. Will you believe me when I say that I was waiting for Wei Jun to accept Xiao Yuan's feelings as much as Xiao Yuan, if not more? I was at the point of giving up. I thought to myself, Wei Jun, it's now or never. You know how much you want Xiao Yuan, not as a brother but as your husband. And if you don't acknowledge it now, you might lose him forever. Because there is a limit to how much rejection and heartbreak a person can take. And at this moment, Wei Jun held Xiao Yuan's hand, not letting him leave. I was desperate, Xiao Yuan was desperate, and the floodgates of emotions just burst open, swooping Xiao Yuan and me under its feet. The fact that Wei Jun pulled him into a kiss first just makes the whole scene so much better. And when Xiao Yuan said, "You don't even know what I dream of at night," I completely lost it. And the award for the best kiss of 2024 so far goes to none other than, yes, you guessed it right, Time of Fever. If you know me even a little bit, you might have guessed that this is going to be number 1 for me. How could it not? It was crazy from the beginning to the end. Just like a lion that has tasted blood is driven by instinct to seek more, Hote, who has tasted Dongyi's juicy lips once, feels a powerful urge to taste him again. The kiss is electrifying, all-consuming, and you can literally feel the insatiable hunger emanating out of Hote. They both know they want it so much, but because of their relationship, Dongyi is holding back. The heavy breathing, the cozy fire next to him, Dongi's beauty that is so alluring that Hote couldn't help but bounce on him is just so indescribable that I'm short of words. You have to see it yourself to experience all those emotions. So this was my list of top 12 BL kisses of 2024 so far. Which other kisses would you like to add to the list? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to see more videos like this. Bye lovelies.